We have been seeing coverage of the LA protests happening all over the world. And the reason as to why is because of what ICE, Donald Trump, and this administration are trying to do to people, where they're trying to grab them off the streets and deport them out of the United States. In this video, we are going to see a Californian lady who is now based in the UK go after Donald Trump, ICE, and this administration and explain and break down why Mexicans are the backbone of California. As usual, let's watch this video in full, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts towards the end.
I'm from California.
Yes.
I was born and raised in Fresno, California, which is the heart of the Central Valley, which we have a huge Mexican population. And they are the backbone, the Mexicans of California. People don't realize that, 1/4 of our population are Mexican. And we live in our state is unique in that it is a microcosm of America. We have every nationality, when you saw the people peacefully protesting before the military came in, you saw flags from all over the world. And that is what California is. And this is not, this is absolutely the dehumanization of what he calls illegal immigrants. Most of these people that have been captured by ICE are, yes, they are undocumented. They pay taxes to the American government, $22 billion a year, which the red people don't even know they do that, and they've lived peacefully there. And all of a sudden, they are now criminals. These people are not criminals. I don't want drug dealers in the United States. I don't want people that are being mass murderers. But the thing is, they can't find those people, so they go over after the easy targets in schools, churches, hospitals. They're going over easy targets. People that have had to now give their details. U.S. government has their details because they pay taxes.
And some of them, of course, are in the process of going through the legal system, which is where they're getting collared by ICE at the facilities where the applications and situations are being processed. But the American equivalent of people who send me messages about them all being criminals, or they're all like, as you say, dehumanizing, using illegal as a noun as opposed to an adjective. It works, and I don't know that Los Angeles, or rather California, is a microcosm of the United States of America.
No, it is because don't forget. I was from Fresno.
Sure.
I live in a very, very Republican area of California. Everybody thinks California is blue,
sure,
but it is very, very red.
But that's traditional Republican, or is that Trumpish Republican?
No, it's half and half.
Okay.
It's more Trump. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, we have people from Laos, we have the Hmong, we have people from all over the Japanese, a huge Chinese population in San Francisco. We do have a lot of people from different. But what I really wanted to say is that Gavin Newsom is now going to sue President Trump because he did not have permission to come into California. Gavin Newsom did not give him permission to bring in. So that is that, and now I heard Gavin Newsom on a telecast today and said, we are going to have a lawsuit against the U.S. government.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that was actually, he was just in the news today, was from last night, and he was asked, he said, because I was never asked permission.
Good Lord. So, and Trump will know this, or at least people like Stephen Miller will know it.
But he doesn't care.
Well, but they will. That's where the question that this morning's show hinges, isn't it? Is what does he want from this?
But he doesn't. He hates Gavin Newsom because he knows that Gavin Newsom is positioning himself to become to run in 2028, and he hates our state. If you notice, in the red states like Alabama, Tennessee, places like that, they are not rounding up immigrants.
No.
And they are not taking the huge farms that are agricultural farms down there. They're not actually going in to the red states. It is the blue states. It's Massachusetts. It's us. It's Illinois. It's people that he does not like.
Is it? I mean, there's a refrain that emerged on this program in the aftermath of Brexit, and it's become a bit of a mantra, really. I don't mean you.
No.
So when you find a Trump fan who is absolutely adamant that immigrants need to be removed and deported, and you point out to him that he's got some in his family, or that his children are looked after by some, or that he wouldn't be able to drink his orange juice if that was done, and then he would say, "Oh, I don't mean those ones. I mean the ones that Donald Trump has conjured up in my imagination. I mean the ones that are eating the cats and eating the dogs, the ones that are all members of street gangs." And that's why I think I really focused when you said they can't find them.
No,
the ones,
they can't.
the emblems of threat are not non-existent, obviously, but they're so negligible in the great scheme of things that you create an emblem of threat and then you start deporting completely innocent people to feed the appetite that you have very carefully cultivated.
Well, yes, and we saw, do you know how many times, I've been here 41 years, I have been told I'm the right sort of immigrant.
Yeah.
Because I'm white and I'm from California and I'm educated. They said, you're the type of people, and I find that insulting. Because my daughter-in-law is from Lithuania. I'm very pro-Remain. I literally love that.
Well, I think you've just lost your welcome there. I mean, you're definitely not the kind of immigrant we want if you're pro-Remain. Do you not follow the news, honestly? But no, I understand exactly.
I'm obviously very. They voted to Remain. I was not. I think the reform. I see in the Reform Party many things I see in Trump's America, and that frightens me. And my own daughter-in-law said the other day, she said, my son and her may not be able to stay here if reform should get in. She says, I won't feel welcome. And I think that's a really sad commentary.
And it is another reflection of something I said earlier about us maybe being in a slightly better place at the moment, but that being far from a permanent state of affairs.
Now, one of the things that I love is I'm seeing a lot more Americans that have left the United States and they've now come to the UK to be able to live. And I'm seeing a lot of them call out Donald Trump and call out the lies and the fallacies that it is that Donald Trump and this administration are telling people to try and roll up their base and get them angry and frustrated about what it is that Donald Trump is doing in America. It's crazy to be able to see. Now, a lot of people are really ticked off with Donald Trump because everything that it is that he's doing, he's trying to make situations worse, and he's trying to act and play act to his base to, like I said earlier, to rile them up and send a certain message to them. As you heard the lady in the video clip say, that Gavin Newsom is going after Donald Trump and he's going to sue him because, number one, Donald Trump did not need to go into California and send the National Guard. There was no need. Yes, there were certain small instances of problems, but overall, the majority of what took place within the protests was peaceful. And that is a fundamental right of any American citizen, that they have the right to be able to protest. They have that right. But what it is that you find is that the people on the right, what they're doing is they're taking certain isolated incidents, blasting it all over the news and going on the media and telling a lot of the people that are on the right that are just eating all of this stuff up. They're letting them know and telling them that riots are taking place. But that's actually not what's going on. It's actually not the case. Actually not the truth at all either. But this is what it is that these guys are doing to be able to roll up their base. This is what is going on. Now, the reality is this. Donald Trump sending the National Guard into California. This is politically motivated. That's all it is. Everybody knows that it's politically motivated. All it's intended to do is to basically disparage California's Democratic leadership and create a media spectacle rather than to genuinely restore order. Because, you see, this is the thing. If there was actually things going on and taking place where order needed to be restored, no one would have a problem with what it is that Donald Trump's doing. But we know what Donald Trump does. It's all a media spectacle to him. That's all it is, and that's all it's about. We know that to be the case. As usual, guys, I want to know your guys' thoughts and your guys' opinions. Let me know down in the comment section below this video what it is that you guys think. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button purely for the YouTube algorithm. Let's get this video in front of as many people as possible. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.